Deep rabbit.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is Monday afternoon for me. I can commiserate with the other folks who are based in Europe on this call this morning. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day this message or video is reaching you. We are here for our Contributor Summit planning meeting for our Contributor Summit that is happening here in Chicago in just a couple months' time. Always very, very exciting to see you all. Glad that you all are here. So we will jump into it. I don't have any lead updates. I wonder if Josh may. Josh, have you got anything?
No, sorry, I spent last week at a different conference. So,
No worries. That is all
although
right.
I did speak with Brienne at that other conference.
Oh, nice.
I guess the couple of updates that I have, we still don't have a venue for the social.
Okay. Did
Um,
we get a short
the
list from Brian or no?
no, the problem is that there aren't that many venues within easy reach of the conference center,
Yeah,
and apparently, um, they didn't start looking for a social venue until booking a number of other things. And so now they're having trouble finding anything that's not already booked.
that's super fair.
That's either not already booked or phenomenally expensive. She's found a
Yeah,
number of things that
so
aren't already booked but are way outside their budget. So
throwing an idea out here. Can we get a conference room and throw our own party? Like bring in like a DJ and like some drinks and stuff and like have like our own thing.
possibility that might also fall under outside budget, but the um, because as you know, conference centers often have unreasonable prices for things like refreshments. The
And we wouldn't be able to bring in like catering or something like that.
it depends on the conference center, but almost never.
Okay.
The
All right.
In
so
in the in the search for venues, did they go like north up into the loop, or do they keep it around the conference center?
Yeah, I don't know. I only had a chance to talk to her briefly.
Okay.
So all I got from her was that they hadn't located anything particularly good yet.
Okay.
The
It is right on the water, pretty much. We could get a boat.
Yeah,
I don't know about
yeah.
that during the weather.
Let's go. We get like an indoor yacht, something like that. Is AWS going to sponsor a yacht for us? Um, let's see. Okay, we can brainstorm about this and figure out a solution. And like, yeah, I will. Yeah, we'll put a pin in that. We'll get Laura's spots that we had from last week and pitch those, and then also just like do a test of the feasibility of us just like having our own thing. Um, and we'll go from there. And I'm still looking to source like some aprons for our staff and volunteers to see if we can
oh,
get that.
that was the other thing I did talk to her about in terms of
Oh,
budget is
go ahead.
that um, because the normal clothing budget, or at least the one that we've had, has been for like hoodies or jackets or other things for the last few years. Since we're just doing t-shirts, we will pretty much certainly have enough money in the official swag budget for, say, the aprons.
Tight. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I will keep looking. I'll keep looking. Thank you, Noel, for taking notes. That's great. I did not check on that before. All right. Brienne is not with us. Is anyone from content here? I don't see Kaylin here. For comms, Avinash is here, and we got the email out. It will be interesting to see if we can correlate that at all to more signups or more CFP submissions, because that was one of the things that we were looking for, but we'll have to circle back with Kaylin to figure that out. Avinash, did you have anything that you wanted to share with the group?
Not really. And I don't know if my voice is a bit clear because I'm having internet things right now.
Oh, you sound great.
Okay. I don't know. For comms, I don't think I have some updates regarding it. I'll be looking for some tasks for me from the
Okay.
other teams if they want. I don't know if that comes in comms, but I did see something in the mail about, I don't know, was it about CFPs? Someone was asking some questions in the mail at the
I
summit.
Yeah, I missed that. But I can look to see what we have there. Oops. Yeah, someone who submitted to the CFP. Excuse me. Oh goodness. Oh, they made a typo and they wanted to update that in their presenter section. So we can reply to them and say that yeah, we can do that. That's fine. All right. Bob, another round of comms for CFPs, you're saying?
Yeah,
get
because the
above the
CFP
9?
deadline's in at the end of the week, so we should
Okay,
do
yeah,
another
yeah.
blast.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I would
Avinash,
also
are
like
you? Oh,
let people know internally if you have any like, Kubernetes contributor Slack channels or whatever.
yeah, yeah. I'll definitely post it internally for us. I just don't know if a lot of those folks have org membership. But yeah, I'll put it out there. And then Avinash, are you able to get something out for us in the next couple of days, telling folks that the CFP is on Friday?
Um, sure. I mean, in my calendar I did T-6 things which I forgot, but I'll do it right now. I'll draft it and ask for reviews in a couple of hours.
That would be excellent. Thank you so much. Laura saying that some companies just released their list for company passes this week. Probably be good to put the call out again and catch the folks who just got approval. Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
basically plus oneing what Bob said.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, too bad
Worst
there's
case
not
too, we
one
can
place
also
for
extend
everybody.
like stuff for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah, we can chat to Kaylin about that, pushing out the deadline a little bit to get some more submissions. And if any folks on this call have ideas of talks that they would like to see at our contributor summit, please submit to the CFP. All right. Let's see. Next up, we have the celebration, which we talked about the site selection stuff, so we'll have to stand by a little bit on that. Oh, no, it says if we're sending out any comms, we can include the new short links after the PR is approved. Okay. Do you need any LGTMs on that PR? Is that PR good to go, Noah?
I need a couple LGTMs and approves on it. I can't do it.
Sounds good. If you could drop a link in here so we could have a look at it, that would be helpful. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, we talked about the site selection. Ops, I don't believe there are any updates. I haven't seen any updates in the chat. Oh, I spoke too soon. Ops update. Confirmed with our SIG doc sprint planner that we will definitely need a room with a larger capacity as we're expecting 15 to 20 people minimum. Current capacity in the room planning is 10. Okay. So we'll have to chat to Kaylin about that and figure that out if we can move the doc sprint to a larger room. Okay. Oh yeah, Brienne as well. Okay. The registration confirmation email, hotel travel link goes to the Seattle Cloud Native Security Con info.
Yeah, I was just clicking through and noticed that. So it looks like it was copy pasted over from a previous thing. Probably not a major issue, but something we be good
Which
to
thing?
fix.
And which email?
After you register, you get an email saying registration confirmed, Kubernetes Contributor Summit North America 2023. And the content, like the actual content of the email, everything is right, and it shows Chicago and correct dates and everything. But it looks like all the links in there go to the SecurityCon event. So
Okay, so yeah, that's something for Brienne.
I think Brianna's actually already on her way to Bilbao, so email her rather than necessarily slacking her.
Okay. All right. I don't think I got an accept to the contributor summit. Let me look and see.
you're
if
not
I got it.
invited.
I'm not invited. I'm not allowed. Let me look. Gmail.
Maybe check spam folder.
Yeah, I'll check spam. Oh, here it is. Registration confirmed. All right. Venue travel holiday. Yep. Sure enough. All right. Yeah, I will forward this over and yeah, we'll go from there. Awesome. Thanks for checking that out, Sean. Finding that error for us. Okay. We chat to Brianna and Bilbao if that's easier for sorting out room capacity and stuff. Happy to do so. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. And that is next week, Monday. Yes. 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 I need to finish my talk. Okay. Sorry, a little scattered there. Welcome to the inner workings of my brain. Reg updates. Mars, we have 68 approvals.
We have more. Hello.
We have more.
We have 80. We have 80 people approved, which is
80
yay.
approvals. Why are they not submitting talks? Okay, 80 approvals. That sounds great. How is that on pace for what we expect?
Actually, I got a question. Do we have emails for all the people who are approved attendees?
Yes.
Could we send any, could we actually like directly email those folks and say, hey, if you're planning on being at the contributor summit, you could also lead a session? Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The as part of our comms.
That would be dope if we could do that. I mean, I don't see a reason why not if there's like
some folks might just not realize that they can.
Yeah, that's super fair. And maybe that's something that is it included in the acceptance email? Let me no, it's not.
Yeah, and I think that's on purpose because the deadline for the CFP is going to be this Friday, and
That's fair.
we can't directly change the contents of the email, so but it might be worth following up with an email blast just to get more submissions.
Yeah, it's just something from the summit team. We're so excited to see you at Contributor Summit. Congrats on getting confirmation approval. We would like your help with the program for the Contributor Summit. Make sure that it fits exactly the needs that you're looking for, the conversations that you want to have. Submit to the CFP. Boom, done. You get that, Avanesh? So yeah, if Avanesh and Mars can coordinate getting an email out to the folks who have accepted to let them know that they should be able to, that they should submit to the CFP with our brand new shiny short links that Noah has worked on for us. That would be great.
Actually, I have one question about how we handle the registrants for the thing, because I haven't done one of these in a couple of cycles. Do we normally set up a Google group for the attendees?
No.
How do we normally send them out notices?
From
Sketch.
CV event, from the platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it? Okay.
We don't even do it. We basically let Brian copy paste approvals to the CV event platform, and then the platform will send it out. So it's a manual process, a lot of manual process, and a lot is depends on Brian or a lot of stuff basically, which is not very good.
Well, then maybe we
Unfortunately-
should.
Sorry, I was gonna say the cvent API is not the greatest. When we looked a while ago at potentially trying to automate some of this stuff.
Well, so if we have people's emails, then maybe we should consider adding people to a Google group as they register, and then we'd have the ability to send them out notices without going through that.
Yeah, I mean, are we allowed to do that? Like with like GDPR type stuff? Like, are we allowed to just take people's emails and put it in a Google group?
Their emails would then go into be visible in GitHub.
Yeah,
So
that's probably not great.
So if we were going to do that, we'd have to bypass the normal method and do it manually, which, I mean, if we're sending out things manually anyway, if you're doing work one way versus doing work
Yeah.
another way. But
I guess
but,
it's just
yeah.
like, folks didn't consent to it. So like, I'm like a little bit hesitant
Yeah. Okay.
about that.
I'm since I happen to know that Brianna is traveling this week, I'm concerned about getting people a notice otherwise.
Well,
So-
if we have the emails, we can manually send a blast from the Summit team email address. The Avanesh can handle that to say, hey, please submit to CFP.
Do we have a way to do that without putting everybody in the CC?
BCC it.
BCC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be worthwhile for the next time we do this to plan out a Summit attendees list that we would have to manually maintain instead of doing it in GitHub.
I honestly I wouldn't bother with how few comms because like BCC is easy.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
Like
Yeah.
it's literally a column in a spreadsheet. We copy and paste it.
Yeah, I guess we do have all the addresses in the spreadsheet. Okay,
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, and yeah, it should be opt-in is what Natalie's saying for GDPR. But yeah, I feel like an email blast, okay, that's all right, especially coming up to the CFP.
Do we have a retro
deadline.
document started yet?
It's linked at the top of the doc.
It's at the top
awesome.
of the
I'm gonna
notes
add
doc,
this in.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, so Avanesh and Mars, if y'all could work together to make that happen in the next couple of days, that would be awesome. So that folks have the maximum time to submit, and then we can also work with content, work with Kaylin, see if we can push that CFP deadline back a little bit. All right. Great. Thank you. And then Laura.
So SIG Meet and Greet has a new name. Ta-da!
Awesome.
Meet the Kubernetes contributor community. So it's now MKCC. So if I say that, don't think it's a community college. I'm talking about MKCC.
I thought
realized
it was some version of Mortal Kombat I'd never heard of before.
Okay, so internally we can call it Mortal Kombat Community College. But MKCC. So anyway, just goofing off just for fun. I am running late on getting the issue open to start getting the call out for those, but hopefully that's going to happen this week, and then I will reach out. Finish him. I will reach out to Avanesh to add things to comms with links. Okay, /approve him is now the official MKCC call. I might try to get badges made for that just for fun. Maybe stickers. I will make stickers for this. So if you all show up to this, I will make stickers. Okay,
Awesome.
now that we've goofed off, that's all my updates. I will start working on that design now.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Joseph, you're up for awards.
Yeah, good to be back and be with everybody here. Just
Good to see you.
Yeah, a couple quick ones. The art proposal from Caslin, I was kind of overdue to say thumbs up, thumbs down. Just I don't know if everybody's maybe refreshed themselves and looked at the image. They feel like, hey, any other suggestions, but I think, we're probably going to go with it. Unless
Yeah.
anybody else has some other thoughts around this. So, and we have a little bit of time that we could still kind of tinker around with the image, but it would be kind of great to kind of nail this off this week.
Yeah. I think personally, I think it looks great. It seems a little busy at the top, and the contributor summit text is pretty small. So do we have enough space for, like, how long are the citations, like, for
Yeah, that's where it gets
what
a
people get
little.
awards for?
Wait,
That's probably
what are we talking about? The T-shirt right now? We're talking about the awards.
The
The
award
award.
itself.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably like this around, like we at least need 2 lines to be able to, like, edit down and make sure that it's something meaningful on there, like that we did last time. So
Okay.
I can give some feedback to Caslin, try to see if we can
Yeah.
kind of like create a little bit of space, because that I do think it gets at
Yeah.
the top. It's kind of hard to there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
But
And
but as far as like the flow of what she's done, I think it's great.
yeah, same as. Yeah, I think that probably, like, variation on the theme would be ideal. And Sean is pointing out the blue on blue might be a bit tough.
Yes.
So we might need, like, a drop shadow or just, like, a different color to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this week at the event in Seattle, I was discussing this some with Caslin. So do scroll down to the other chopped pizza carry boxes design. Which is currently, listed under the possible apron designs. Because Caslin
Yeah.
created both of the designs initially as potential award designs. And if we need to use the other design for the apron, then we can do something else for the apron. If we need to use
Right.
the other design for the awards, we can do something else for the apron.
Sorry, so you're saying that, like, the pizza design should only go on either the awards or the apron?
Well, not necessarily. What I'm saying is people are noting some problems with the design that's currently in the notes under awards, right?
Yes.
And I'm saying scroll down, take a look at the other chopped pizza carry boxes design. If we can make that work better for the awards, then we can use that, and we'll find something else to put on the apron.
I got it. Okay. You're talking about the one in Slack.
No,
I'm looking
in
at the notes here. I'm looking at the notes.
Okay.
And
down there.
so-
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So you're saying the top one that just says Chicago? That was the t-shirt. Oh, that was a t-shirt. Okay. Down
No,
here.
scroll down
Open
further.
box.
Yeah,
Scroll
yeah,
down
yeah.
further.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see the one that you're talking about.
Yeah, those were both alternate designs for the award.
Yeah,
And-
and what I'm thinking for the apron, it can be something a bit simpler. I don't necessarily think that either of these would be great for the apron. I think something like small, like the same as the t-shirt design, on the apron, but
Actually,
maybe.
if the apron has a pocket, the 7-sided wheel on a pocket would look pretty cool.
Yeah.
The
But I don't know. Well, Joseph, it'd be good to hear your thoughts about
Well-
whether you think the bottom design would be better for the awards than the top one.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, we're looking at the problems that we have with the top design, right?
Yeah.
So the problem the big problem is there just doesn't seem to be quite enough room for the text.
Yeah, the bottom one would probably be a little bit better, because then it'll give us a little bit of ability to just adjust the image so that we can then create space underneath. Like we had a really simple Kubernetes logo on the last award, so that may be more doable.
Okay. I think that like the other awards like were like the stretch canvas that were in a
Mhm.
square shape.
Yeah.
And I think that the top one maybe does lend itself better to that. Um
Yeah, that was
just
Kaslin's original idea.
rearranging. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kaslin's original idea on the top one is because the canvas actually looks vaguely like a pizza box,
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
make it look like a pizza box. So I guess
Yeah.
one of the questions is, would that top one work if we simply shrank the
Yeah.
illustration?
It will shrink the checkered border to give us more room and then kind of spread things out a little bit. Maybe the chopped pizza carry box is font is smaller so it fits on one line. The Kubernetes Contributor Summit Chicago comes up in size a little bit, and then we are creating room down for the bottom for the name
Yeah.
and for the citation.
Okay. Okay.
Again,
Okay.
another option
So-
is the slicer is nice, but I kind of like the swag T-shirt with the pizza slice coming
Being
off
pulled off. Yeah.
the way. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then you can really tell this is a pizza. And
Yeah.
so maybe just swapping that out into the checkered might give a little
Yeah.
more.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, her reason for including the pizza slicer is because of the slogan there. But
Yeah. Yeah.
the,
Okay. Thanks, Ray and Noah. Thanks for being here.
Okay.
No, I think they're both already gone. Whoops.
Okay, but it sounds like we want to try to make the current award image work by making some more space on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like
Okay.
I think the suggestion about maybe removing that slicer is one thing to kind of, and then as well as like shrinking things down a little bit just to create a little bit more space. I think it would work just because of the
Yeah.
dimensions.
Okay.
But y'all, I have to cut in like a couple minutes, so I got one other item I wanted to
Yes,
raise up.
please.
So we have a maintainer form. Previously, we would just do the solicit and kind of like ask the SIG leads to give us their maintainer nominees. This time we're doing a form. Now it's really about a timing. When do we think is a good time to, obviously doing it in August while we still got a couple more months before KubeCon. We're thinking at the end of the month is when we would send out the form to the SIG leads to get their feedback. It's about a month away from KubeCon. We would try to solicit the feedback from these SIGs within a couple weeks, which then we kind of put into our spreadsheet, and then which is going to help us to populate all the individual awards with why someone's nominated and all that. So just it was more timing. If everybody thinks is it too soon or is it just right? I was debating maybe waiting a week and then sending the form out to get the SIGs because it does take like 2-3 weeks of cajoling to get responses back.
And I think that's my biggest question is like how quickly will the responses come in, and if the form is open sooner then like maybe the slow trickle, the long tail will come in in time for everyone to finish. But yeah.
Okay. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably get it out this week then. Like we just, and then, give us maybe 3.5 weeks, close it out somewhere right at the end of September is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What is this feedback on?
This is where the SIG leads to nominate maintainers for the award.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the same sense of the CFP, right? We're like, oh, if we get it earlier, we'll get a bunch more responses, and like, we see how that's playing out. So I feel like we should sooner is probably better,
Yeah.
And but I also feel like that one's like less contingent on like whether or not people are going. So maybe people will be more on top of it.
Oh yeah,
like, we'll see.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We still had to chase down, but you're good. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to drop. I will
update
everybody in channel. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad that SIGDocs is prepared for giving out awards. All right. Which brings us to our anything else.
Right. I do want to talk about the apron design.
Yes.
Because we should also pick something as long as we've got all the designs on here. So Kaslin posted a couple of her designs and ideas there.
Yeah.
I do like the pizza cutter if we're not using it for the award, which apparently we're not.
Okay. All right.
And there's a couple of different ways we could put that in an apron.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of like having something different than the award, because the award I
Yeah.
want to special,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes more sense to me.
Cool. Anything else? The PR that's there, I think, already has been approved. Under that section, the PR for case.dev links, I think that's done. I think that happened over on the call. So anything else? No? All right. Well, it was very, very good to see you all. I feel like we did make some progress. We have a few action items to chase down, about figuring out how we're going to throw the contributor celebration, figuring out bigger room for docs, figuring out some art modifications for the awards. Oh, looks like Ops has something. One thing, sorry. We need to modify the text on the pizza cutter, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
On the
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. And I was
Okay.
going to play around a little bit with putting it in an apron, because we might want to turn it and have it be vertical, whatever. So
Yes.
whether we want it on, say, a blue apron in white, there's these sorts of things. We'll tinker with it first.
All right.
Okay.
I'm still chasing down some designs, some aprons for us to use, and then we'll bring that next week. I'm gonna hold myself to that, to bring some designs.
Okay.
Next week,
I
so
mean,
we can...
if CNCF can pay for it, most of your major swag vendors do have an apron option somewhere. It's not that uncommon.
Yeah, but most of them are not that nice.
Oh, okay. Well.
But yeah, we'll I'll
Okay.
look and see what we can find.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks y'all for being here. And I'll see you on the next week. Next week might be a little tricky with Open Source Summit. I will update in the chat to make sure that everything is.
Well, I
is,
can
good.
if you can't. I'm not going to Spain, so
Okay.
keep it on the calendar, and I'll hold a meeting. Most of us are not going to Spain, so I'll hold a meeting.
Sounds good.
Regardless. Okay.
All right. Just me, Brian, and Ops. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, good, and
All
that way
right.
you can pester Brian about all the stuff.
We will politely ask Brian
Yeah.
about some of the updates that we're looking for.
Okay.
But thanks, y'all. Flawless meeting. Oh man. Wasn't it on one of these calls we talked about how Natalie, your cats are Sub-Zero and Scorpion?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. Okay, this meeting is all about Mortal Kombat. All right. Perfect.
Yep.
Flawless meeting, everyone.
Okay.
See you next week. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye.